Okay, we have a tree clearing crew coming in today to clear cut property here in Huntingdon County, and by order of Judge Zanic and the eminent domain ruling, he said that they have the right to come in and clear cut. And we're here to peacefully observe and document what they're doing because they do not have their permits. They are going to endanger wetlands and streams and a pond on our property, and since the Department of Environmental Protection is not interested in actually protecting the environment, we feel the need that this is something that we have to do.
Say hello.
I'm here.
You can say it.
Oh, there's...
We're going to come.
Yeah, I don't know. My name's Gerhart. I'm the property owner here.
You understand we are here by court order. We ask that you do not interfere or get close to the work, so for safety reasons.
Ma'am, you can't come on the right of way. If you want to just talk over here with. Excuse me? You can't come on the right of way.
Okay, well, I'm the sheriff here, and I'm going to come talk to you. The first thing I see here is this person interfering. Okay? So, I'm going to arrest somebody right away. And, ma'am, you don't have permission to record my voice. That's a wiretap violation.
This is on Gerhart property, sir.
I understand that. I'm licensed in wiretap in the state of Pennsylvania. You cannot record my voice without my permission. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
This is on film, so I hope it meets OSHA regulations.
Another tree across the water crossing.
Shame! Fucking disgrace!
You're violating the water crossing. You guys know what you're doing?
No, they don't know what they're doing.
I'm up here today because there's no option left to try to defend this forest and to defend my home from this attack by Sunoco Logistics. They've forcibly taken this property. Now they're forcing their way in here with chainsaws. They're laying down trees right now in the waterways, totally trying to destroy this place. They want to build their 2 24-inch natural gas liquids pipelines right through here, through my parents' property. Well, my parents still own it and still pay taxes on it and don't want the pipeline. I mean, we're willing to do whatever we can. We've been trying everything. We've been, talking to all the different agencies who should be overseeing this project, who actually aren't overseeing anything. No one's keeping Sunoco in line, so somebody has to do something. We have to protect ourselves. We have to try to protect our property because nobody's protecting us. The police aren't protecting us. The DEP is not protecting us or the environment. The governor isn't doing anything. No one's doing anything. They're just letting Sunoco run this place. I wouldn't say I've met anyone that is for the pipeline. People just don't know what to do. They're not sure. They feel like there's no options. But we're trying to explore every single option we can. So the Huntingdon County Judge George Zanic, he's the one that gave away our property rights to Sunoco, and then we appealed his decision, and I think that he's personally offended that we appealed his decision, that we're calling his authority into question, even though he clearly made a mistake when he gave Sunoco the right of eminent domain to this property. And so now Sunoco's filed an injunction against us, and the judge, George Zanic, he has said that anyone who interferes with tree clearing is going to face arrest, charges for civil contempt, and 6 months in jail. So he really has it out for us, and we're not really sure why, because we're really just standing up for the highest law of the country, which is the Constitution. And you would think someone of the law would understand that. He's choosing this corporation, this faceless billionaire corporation, over the people who live in the county that he presides over. And there's something very, very wrong with that. It's very, very scary, you know, to think that there's just no one there to protect you. The judge isn't going to protect you. He's going to send the cops out to arrest you and let this corporation take your home and destroy it for their own private profit.
Her blood will be in your hands.
No, she's legally not allowed to be there.
She's legally allowed to be there. She's a property.
She's not allowed in the right-of-way access. You guys know that.
How would you feel if someone did that same thing to you in your own backyard?
I'm not going to get into that.
So this is like, it doesn't make any
You guys
sense.
need to back up,
back
or
up.
else
Back up.
you're going to be taken into custody.
Back up, please. Please. Please back up.
You're putting someone's life in risk.
Actions.
It's your job to tell them to stop.
It is your job. Yes, it is. You're violating the law. You are the keepers of the law. You enforce the law, and you're not doing your job right now. You're speechless. So why aren't you doing your job?
I mean, trust us, we don't want anyone to get hurt either. That's why we're here keeping an eye on this situation. All we're asking is that you have the same interest in mind and make sure that no one gets hurt. And that includes the person who's protesting up in a tree.
Yeah, because you can say everything you want, but your actions are speaking louder than your words right now. Do you have anything to say to that?
I mean, if they're endangering her life, then you have to. No, but if your goal is to keep everybody safe, then you're going to have to tell them to stop cutting, right? If she's in the tree. You know what I'm saying? If it's endangering her life, then you got to protect her as well. I think that's our point.
That is our point. I understand your point. I think they're actually moving their way down this way, away from her.
At some point, they're going to be too close to her.
So, while we're having this dialogue, you say that they're moving away.
Can we move in there? Can we move to protect her then?
No.
You say that they're moving away, but there are also ropes and lines connecting all of these trees. So even if they're not right next to her, they could knock into one of those lines that could endanger her life.
And she has an invested reason to be in that here as well. I mean, this is her land. She grew up here. And they're cutting without permits and with a decision still in a court of appeal. I just don't understand how this can actually take place when the decision is still essentially up in the air and when they don't have the proper permits. I mean, where's the accountability?
Where's the justice?
I mean, I can't remember what you said. Who holds them accountable? Who holds Sunoco or the cutting crew accountable? For not having the permits.
Sir, please. With everything happening in this country, I want to believe that the police care about the people and that they're going to protect them. But every second that you stand here doing nothing and ignoring me and not looking at me when I talk makes me believe that you don't. You're representing not just yourself and Huntingdon, but all police all over the country right now. Do you care about that?
You're representing all police across the entire nation right now.
You can, but you can be the opposite right now.
Yeah, so could we get a confirmation that you're going to protect her as well? By telling them to stop cutting?
They're obviously cutting around.
Oh, obviously right now they are.
The other two up there, they cut around. They're not going to cut that tree down with her in.
We're not worried about the tree that she's in. It's the ones around her that we're worried about.
Yeah, because they are also tied in. I'm not sure if you realize that.
I don't think those little ropes are going to do much to that tree she's in.
Not the tree, but I believe they're tied into the tree road.
They're tied to the tree that she's in.
That little string?
They're climbing truckers. They're climbing like truckers. They're climbing up the cables that are connecting some of the trees to her tree. And so if they go down, they're going to rip a limb from her tree.
Oh, it's okay.
Our concern right now is what we're talking about right now is trying to tell them that, look, the trees are...
For no reason.
Why is she being arrested? You're not allowed in the right of way. You're not allowed in the right of way.
She wasn't impeding their progress.
It wasn't.
She was not impeding their progress.
I hope you're glad it's on WTAJ.
Yep, you're the real heroes here.
Trying to save someone's life. Bullies!
Gestapo,
Why is she being arrested?
you're the Gestapo. You are the modern day Gestapo.
Why is she being arrested?
Unfortunately, business as usual for the gas industry.
You have nothing to say?
You know what? It would be much easier going down the pipeline instead of down that steep slope. Particularly when somebody can't catch themselves.
How can you know that it was her that made them turn their chainsaws off?
Doesn't matter if she was or not. She was in the right way access.
But she wasn't impeding their progress.
I have a court order.
But she wasn't impeding progress.
I have a court order that says if you're in that right
You have a court order that says if they're impeding their progress, you have the right to arrest them.
I suggest you quit running your mouth before I arrest you too.
My tree just fall on that rope.
If you're that concerned, get her out of the tree.
I don't know how you are on the tree, but I don't want her to fly.
These guys are professionals. They ain't gonna hit her. They avoid her all day.
Yeah, well, they're cutting the tree that the rich does.
They hit that wire. That wire is attached.
I don't see that wire.
That line is attached.